Buenos días, bienvenidos al Español 118, que yo soy la profesora, me llamo Michelle Peterson y les voy a enseñar el plan de curso. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over the syllabus here. I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. Okay? Now, I'm going to make an assumption that you are all fluent in reading English, so I'm not going to go through this necessarily word for word, but more so hit the important parts. Okay, so this is a basic Spanish course. Okay, so it's intended for beginners with very basic conversational skills or those who are not able to speak Spanish at all. Okay, it's introductory course focusing on basic conversational skills in a healthcare setting. Okay, I'll go over the learning objectives in one moment, but let me just tell you where my office is located, as you are all on-campus students, in case you need to come see me. So I am located at the downtown Phoenix campus, okay, and my office is actually in the Arizona Center. Arizona Center is a shopping mall for those who are not familiar with the downtown campus. Okay, you would take the elevator to the 3rd floor, and my office can be found in room 385B, and my phone number is 602-496-0610. Okay, my email, which you can also retrieve through Blackboard, is just michelle.peterson@asu.edu, but please make sure you spell my last name correctly. If you misspell it, I will not receive your email. Currently, my face-to-face office hours are Mondays from 1 until 2 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9:30 to 10:15 a.m., and also from 12:30 to 1:15 p.m., or by appointment. And I just want to let you know that this course is offered by the College of Integrated Sciences and Arts. So if you'd like to know more about our college or school, the website is there, cisa.asu.edu, or if you have questions, you can email cisa@asu.edu. Okay, so now to go on, one thing I want to mention about my office hours is it says or by appointment. I will have probably around week 2 a Google Calendar set up in which I will have office hours for face-to-face, or we can even arrange office hours through Adobe Connect or Zoom. I'm trying to get my Zoom account established. Okay. All right, so course objectives. Students will be able to communicate confidently in brief, basic conversation in Spanish using medical and healthcare related expressions and terminology, as well as be able to articulate and respond to clients' requests regarding care and comfort, conduct a basic health interview in Spanish, as well as a head-to-toe assessment, be able to identify some cultural and social factors that influence health providers' communication with Hispanic peoples residing in the United States. And I explore several authentic resources in Spanish, from music, TV, movies, websites, in order to glean new vocabulary and new language insights, as well as compare and contrast Hispanic cultural nuances they observe with similar cultural nuances within their own culture. Okay? So that's what you're going to be able to do. Now, you belong in SPA118 if you've never taken Spanish before, if you've studied for 1 year or less at the high school level, maybe you took a 101 course and did not get a passing grade. In my opinion, a passing grade is a D or lower. Yeah, maybe you took an online placement exam and obtained between 0 and 249. Now, I have already received a couple emails from people who say that they grew up speaking Spanish, so that would place you in bilingual category. Okay, if you are bilingual, which means you speak Spanish at home, or maybe you have lived abroad for 1 year or more, then you belong in either 218, which is our intermediate course, or 318, which is our advanced course. Okay, so you want to contact me as soon as possible. Okay, so the required text, we will be using Salud, Introductory Spanish for Health Professionals. Okay. And not only do you need a text, but you need to have an access code. Most of the material is online. We use the Pearson My Spanish Lab. Okay, so you need to make sure you buy the access code for the My Spanish Lab. Okay? The My Spanish Lab contains an electronic textbook. Okay? You can buy the access code for that electronic textbook. Okay? It contains what used to be once called workbook and lab manuals. Okay? It has videos, it has extra activities, some quizzes. So there's a lot of information that is on the My Spanish Lab. So you definitely need that. And you have the option of buying a printed version of the text if you like to have just the textbook in hard copy form. Okay? So ways to get those, you can get them at the ASU Downtown Phoenix Campus Bookstore, or you could actually go to the Pearson website and you can actually purchase it online, and they can even email you very quickly the access code. Okay? So I know that ASU is switching from Blackboard to Canvas, and I apologize, I'm old school, so I'm still using Blackboard. So you must have access to a computer, and you need to be able to access both Blackboard and My Spanish Lab. Okay? Please, if you have computer issues, you may write me to let me know you're having problems, but I am not a tech person, so it will be your responsibility to contact the ASU technical support team if you have technical issues with your computer. Okay? Any issues with My Spanish Lab should be directed towards the Pearson Tech Support, where you can find that information on your getting started with My Spanish Lab. Okay? Grades. You need to allow me some time to grade assignments or exams. Okay? I try to keep up grading any online assignments as they come in, but please grant me at least 1 week, if not 2, to get those graded, and all grades are going to be put into the Blackboard Grade Center. Okay? And so I'll mention in part 2 how I use a percentage, okay, instead of just a pure point system. Now, when you do communicate with me, okay, on emails, please keep in mind that you give me 24 to 48 hours to answer any emails that are written during the week. And I do reserve the right not to answer emails during weekends or holidays. So sometimes I do, and if I do, consider yourself lucky. Okay? I would like you to try to write your emails in Spanish. It's going to be very difficult at the very beginning. Okay? And for that reason, you can put the English version right under your Spanish message. I do encourage you not to use a Google Translator. That tends to mess things up. Okay? And basically the reason I'm requiring you to do this, and it will count as part of your student engagement, is I want you to become comfortable writing professional emails in Spanish. And the only way to do that is to practice. Okay? So you would open it up. Okay? Since I am female, you are going to use the Estimada Instructora or Estimada Profesora Peterson. Okay? Then you're going to tell me your reason. So you can start with me dirijo a usted para or le escribo para, and you're going to tell me the reason why you're writing. And the way that you close your email is going to be atentamente and your name, or un saludo cordial and your name. Okay? So Now, before you communicate with me about some certain questions, try to use the what I call 3 before me policy. Okay? First, see if your question can be answered by the syllabus. Maybe an announcement within Blackboard or my Spanish lab. And honestly, I use the announcements in Blackboard more than my Spanish lab. Or maybe within the discussion board. Okay? Now, if you cannot find the answer, you can always post a question to the discussion board. And here your question can be answered to the benefit of all students by either your fellow students who know the answer or myself. Okay? And here is some information. I'm not going to go through everything, but it talks about using, being professional. And by being professional, we're using correct spelling and grammar. Now, I do understand you're not going to be able to, have this perfect in 118 in an email to me. Okay? I'm just asking you to do the best that you can. Refer to Netiquette Guidelines. Okay? This is etiquette on the internet. Think about when you email or write within discussion boards, think about who the recipients of your email should be. Okay? Try avoiding to send emails to the entire class. Okay? Don't do the reply all unless it's necessary. Okay? And always identify yourself by signing your name. Okay? Some of you use other email addresses outside of ASU, and so you cannot assume that I know who you are by that email address. Always show professionalism and courtesy. Okay? Use a positive tone. Okay? Basically, think about, would you say whatever you wrote, would you say that to the person's face? Okay? Technical assistance. You have, if you need help from the University Technology Office, their help desk number is 1-855-278-5080. Okay? And they can help you with hardware, software, operating systems. They can help you on mobile devices and on your tablets. Pearson, technical support, as well as being on the Getting Started video, or Getting Started page, I should say, for my Spanish lab. I also put their website here. Okay? And I will send all correspondence through your ASU email account, so please make sure you check that regularly. Okay? Now, if by chance, since I use Blackboard, if by chance my ASU is down, there is a way you can enter Blackboard without going through My ASU. You can access it through myasucourses.asu.edu, and I kind of call this the backdoor method. Now, Blackboard is down. Everybody's in the same boat and we're all out of luck. But sometimes My ASU can be slow or go down for a brief amount of time, but you still can have access to Blackboard as long as it is working through the myasucourses.asu.edu. Okay, in part 2, I'll go over the evaluation criteria.